Welcome to Lit Off Life, I'm Kalita, and today we're going to go through the top 10 oils in the doTERRA range and just a few ways that I use them in my home. Okay, so first up we've got lemon. Lemon's a cold pressed oil from the rind of the lemon fruit, and it's a really beautiful one for any sort of cleansing, whether that be in your body or on your bench top or your windows, or getting permanent marker off. Lots of fun things that the kids like to do. So the lemon is actually sourced from Sicily in Italy, and it's a really beautiful one to add to pretty much everything. It's a really cheap oil, so the citrus oils are on the cheaper end of the scale, mostly because they're easy to produce and they're easy to distill or extract. And so for lemon, I use this in our glass cleaner. I also regularly put it in my water, or in a hot lemon and honey drink. I use it in combination with peppermint and lavender for when anybody's feeling sniffly or snotty and needs a bit of a boost. And it's a really beautiful one to diffuse as well. Also really yummy in lemon bliss balls, in a smashed avocado, in hummus. It just really lifts everything, and it's really amazing. So that's the lemon. Lavender is sort of the Swiss Army knife of the oils. It gets a lot of use in our house, mostly to do with skin things. So anything soothing or anything that needs calming down, whether that be emotional or physical, lavenders are really beautiful for that. So this gets diffused in our 3.5-year-old's bedroom every night. We also put it into a few different skin serums and a soothing skin blend that I put on the kids' skin. Also goes into jojoba oil that I put on my face as well. And you can also eat this one. So the doTERRA oils are safe to ingest, some of the oils, so mostly because they're completely pure and been tested to show that they are completely pure. So lavenders in particular is a really beautiful one to put in. You can make lavender chocolate. What else can you make with it? Lots of things. I've seen lavender cheese before. I haven't explored the lavender flavourings just yet, but it is something that you can do. But we mostly use this for calming, for sleep, and for skin. Oregano is the next one. Really love this one. So we just purchased our second bottle of oregano. The first one lasted us over 18 months. And we mostly used it during winter time to get over colds and flus. So oregano is a very powerful antioxidant, and it has antibacterial and antiviral properties. And so apart from being delicious in your food, just one drop into a big batch of bolognese, you can also dilute this with some carrier oil, such as fractionated coconut oil, and rub it on the soles of your feet if you're feeling unwell, or also just preventatively in that cold and flu season. And you can do that up to sort of 5 to 7 days in a row before you start to need to have a bit of a break, so that you give your system a time to adjust. And the oregano is just, we got through winter this year with 4 different bouts of colds and two rounds of man flu. And we used oregano to support our immune system to get through that. And we didn't need any cold or flu medication. We managed our cold and flus this year with all of our oils, which I was just really happy about. So hence why we went through quite a lot of oregano this year. So you can diffuse this one. I would recommend that you just put 1 drop amongst 4 or 5 different drops of something else. With oregano on its own is quite intense, but it is a beautiful way to get those antibacterial and antiviral properties into the air, and can be a safe way to get it into kids as well. So while we're on immunity, we'll talk about On Guard. So On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend. So it's a blend of wild orange, clove, cinnamon, cinnamon bark and cinnamon leaf, eucalyptus and rosemary. So this one's a really beautiful support for your immune system, both preventatively and when you're actively unwell. And also forms the basis of all of doTERRA's cleaning products, and they also make a range of like throat lozenges and things like that out of it as well. And I'm super keen to try and make some myself. Again, safe to ingest this one, so start with just 1 drop in maybe a hot chocolate or a chai tea. It's really delicious, and you're getting that immune boost at the same time. Really yummy to make On Guard bliss balls, or you can pop it into, if you chop up some apple and put some water on it and pop 1 drop in here, and you can make some On Guard apples that way and just let them sit for a few minutes and rinse them off. It gives them kind of a cinnamony sort of flavour. Really yummy in pancakes batter, and I make a cinnamon pikelets with this one as well. And yeah, On Guard pikelets, it's pretty yummy. it kind of got a bit of a Christmassy smell to it as well, so that can be fun in a time of year. Next one is tea tree. So tea tree is actually sourced here in Australia, so just north of Port Macquarie. And tea tree would be very familiar with the smell, but you may find a bit of a difference in the smell that you get from this bottle because it is 100% pure tea tree oil. So what I generally use for this one is for pimples and for anything cleaning. So for pimples, I would just pop my finger straight on top of the bottle and just pop it wherever you need it a couple of times a day. And I find that my pimples are gone pretty much within 24, 48 hours, which is really fun and exciting. Tea tree is also really amazing for preventing mold and bacteria in your shower, and also to make any sort of first aid items. So we make a basic first aid spray to pop on the kids' scratches and things like that. It can be as simple as popping some tea tree in some water or some witch hazel, which is just a natural alcohol. Also can make a beautiful balm with it with some aloe vera juice or aloe vera gel and some tea tree. It can be really beautiful for any kind of cuts and scrapes, anything fungus related like tinea, that sort of stuff. Yeah, really handy oil to have, and a really beautiful one to diffuse as well. Again, to kind of cleanse the air and just, you know, make your home smell really fresh and beautiful. Next one is ice blue. So ice blue is what I like to call our natural athletic rub. It is an athletic blend. So if you think about something wintergreen kind of smell, so that dank rubby kind of smell, this is what we would use instead. So ice blue comes in a little 5 ml bottle, and it basically is super powerful. So you can just 1 drop of that with some carrier oil onto your sore knee, your sore back, your sore whatever it might be, and you'll find amazing benefits. So it's got wintergreen oil in there, is the main constituent, and that one's actually has really high analgesic or pain relieving properties. Okay, and yeah, blue tan's in there too. It's actually blue if you open up that bottle. really beautiful, and just really helpful. I find I've made a blend of this with a few different things, with frankincense and a couple of things for my mum's hands. They get quite sore with arthritis, and she just rolls that on whenever she's feeling kind of stiff and sore, and she's found some really good relief with that too. So really handy one to have. Next one, Digest Zen. So this is amazing. Digest Zen is a blend of anise, so star anise, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon and fennel. Again, safe to ingest this one. So, and that's really what it's designed for. So it's a digestive blend. And 1 or 2 drops in a very small glass of warm water and drink that. If you're having any tummy upset, any gastrointestinal issues, bloating, gas, indigestion, reflux, anything like that can really be helped along with Digest Zen. You can, if you're not keen on taking it internally, you can also just rub some on your belly. So a little bit of carrier oil, again, makes it assimilate more quickly. 1 or 2 drops in your hand and just rub it clockwise on your belly. Really great, I find, for the kids as well, to relieve constipation. So it tends to get things moving as well just by rubbing it on their tummy. We wouldn't recommend that you use it internally with children, but safe to use on their skin. So yeah, it's a really, it smells like black jelly beans due to the star anise, and I've had such good feedback from my customers about this one, and yeah, it's just a really powerful little bottle and excellent to have when you're traveling as well. Next one is peppermint. really high use one in our house as well. So peppermint can be used for loads and loads of things. Its main property is that it's cooling. Okay, so if you think of anything that you might need to cool down, like a fever or a sunburn, or maybe your tension or your mood, peppermint can really help. So you can use it a few different ways. You can obviously diffuse it, and at the moment I've got wild orange and peppermint in the diffuser over here. And you can also just directly inhale it from your hands. So rub a drop or 2 in your hands and directly inhale it. It'll be really great when you're sitting at your desk at work and you need a bit of a pick-me-up and you don't want to have chocolate or coffee. So it also can really open up the airways, open up your sinuses, and help with any tension headaches or any sinus headaches, that sort of thing. It can be just really uplifting for that sort of stuff. The other ways I use it is just to pop my finger on top of the bottle and just rub it on the back of my neck. If you find that too cooling or too cold, you can again dilute it with some carrier oil. But I found that that's quite effective for me just to do it that way. But yeah, just depending on your skin sensitivity, you might need to dilute it up. We'll also use it in baking and cooking. So it's again, are safe to ingest. So I just recently made a chocolate peppermint cake, which was really yum. You can also make bliss balls. Gosh, anything you can think. Peppermint chocolate, it's really yummy. I can't wait to make some sort of peppermint slice kind of thing with it. So yeah, really, really versatile oil, and one that we would recommend if anyone's sort of thinking, oh, what oil should I try first? It would probably be peppermint or maybe lavender would be, the two that would be get the most uses in your home and get the most impact, and really just give you a really good introduction to the difference between doTERRA and what other things are on the market as far as what you can do with those particular oils. So yeah, peppermint's a really, really amazing one. Next one is frankincense. So you may or may not have heard of frankincense. This is an extract from a resin of a tree in Somalia. This is where we source our frankincense. And frankincense is known to be the king of the oils, and it's got amazing properties, mostly to do with inflammation, so an anti-inflammatory oil, and you can use it both topically, internally, and aromatically. And it's a really, really great one to add into a blend of things to round it out, but also to actually amplify the properties of that particular oil that you're adding it to. You can also place a drop under your tongue once a day for just general health and well-being. It's one thing that I do. I find it really helps my skin and my immune system to do that, and also to kind of calm down the crazy that's going on in the head at any particular moment of the day. I find frankincense just really, really grounding and calming in that respect. So really, really amazing oil, and there's so many uses for it that you really, we could do an hour-long video on frankincense, but we won't right now. Next one is Easy Air. So a respiratory blend or a clear blend. Think anything to do with your chest, your breathing, your sinuses, then Easy Air is the one you want to reach for, and probably the one that gets the most use for the kids in our house at the moment. So getting through those cold and flu season, this can be diffused safely around the kids as well. So we diffuse it quite often at night if anyone's stuffy and snotty and feral. We also make it up into a little roller, which is just here. A little roller bottle with some fractionated coconut oil. So for the kids, I put 10 to 15 drops in this 10ml bottle, and then dilute it up. So our kids are 3.5 and 5.5. If you had younger children, then you would just up that dilution. So you might put maybe 5 drops in here and then fill it up with carrier oil. We basically roll that on their chest, on their back, on the soles of their feet at night or just before they go to school, just really clearing and opening up the airways. And I found, particularly with the post-viral cough that goes on and on and on and on and on, I find that calms that down at night time as well, which is really helpful to help everybody get some sleep. So that's Easy Air. So that's a super fast rundown of the top 10 oils in the doTERRA range, and these form the basis of 2 of the starter kits, the Family Essentials and the Home Essentials. So the Family Essentials comes with that top 10 oils we just went through in 5ml sizes, so that's about 80 drops, and the Home Essentials kit comes with the top 10 oils in 15ml sizes, so these sizes here, and that's about 250 drops. So you're going to get a lot more use out of your oils in that kit. And the Home Essentials kit also comes with the diffuser that you see here, and that's a really beautiful diffuser for any largish spaces, so kitchen, lounge, dining, a bedroom, anything like that, it will happily cope with. And basically all that's in there is some water. It's about 250 mils of water, and I've got 2 drops of wild orange and 2 drops of peppermint. That's got a timer on it. It will go for 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, and you can turn the light on and off as well. So really, really awesome way to get access to the oils and get the oils impacting your home really quickly is to diffuse them into the air. And we'll cover that more in another video. So thanks for joining me. This is the top 10 oils in the doTERRA range. And if you want to see some more information, follow me on Facebook at LidOffLife, and also on Instagram, and soon to come, lidofflife.com. Thanks.